So far, everything has been about what happens in order to get things on stage. But what about what happens backstage? Batboy is perhaps the most ambitious show from a technical standpoint that Freedom has ever done. There are many multiple sets that are complex at that, complex scene changes, and a 5-minute bat attack in Act 2. Obviously, there is something going on here.
The set is really amazing.
So many different elements to it. But right now this is the cave for the opening scene where they find Batboy in a cave many miles to the south. And then from here we have the cave, this will become the cave mouth for the end. You can see parts of it are 10 feet tall, it drops down to 8 feet tall. There's a big section that they have to climb down, all of which has to be covered and turned into lovely rock formations. And then, of course, there's the house, which is your traditional house.
My favorite scene is probably the Parker house because it's kind of cheesy in a way, but it's a fun cheese. It's not like, ew, that's gross.
The inspiration for the house, it looks a lot like a teenage girl's bedroom, and that's because Dr. Parker pretty much will let Meredith do whatever she wants, so she stays happy. And then we, of course, we have the nice industrial green slaughterhouse. Very, very happy with that, and our graphics art people helped us out immensely by giving us the window stickers that go on there to make it look much more professional than we could paint it. The only thing we actually have left to build is the backdrop of the church for the Reverend Billy Hightower's scene. So it's a lot, but it's getting there.
Some of the most challenging work came with set pieces that are barely even seen. The cave walls that are only seen in darkness and only in one scene took the entire 2 months of prep time to complete. One of the reasons being that one had to be able to be scaled safely while being more than 8 feet tall and on wheels.
What I've seen of it's really, really cool. Like, I haven't seen too much, but like of the cave stuff I've seen, that's awesome.
Working without a budget is the biggest challenge, but it's been our challenge for what, 3 years now? So hopefully this will, aside from wanting to go to state with this show, hopefully it'll help give a little money so the next show we have a budget for it.
Pretty great so far. I mean, I'm used to a theater group where they don't really, do much. They procrastinate, get the sets later on. But suddenly we've got a set and it's only like the second week of rehearsal, so I'm thrilled.
Aside from the fact that one of the cave walls had to be able to be scaled safely, the amount of work was so great for the cave walls due to their method of construction. All 10 foot by 8 foot of each cave wall had to be sculpted by hand in papier-mâché.
Covering the rocks in papier-mâché in a timely manner, I think it's probably been the biggest thing. I mean, none of it's complicated, it's just so time-consuming. That's been the biggest challenge. Other than that, not much.
Stagecraft has done an amazing job with it.
There was one other challenge technically that had to be sorted out. Meredith Parker had to be attacked by bats during the show. After considering his options, Mr. Cook decided there was only one way. Over the course of several weeks, the video was taped and edited. Scene by scene, each shot was taken from concept to reality. Actors and crew put in extra hours to make sure the entire package would come together. The most complicated scene was the bat attack, and here we see exactly how it was done.
And I think if we put the bat, because this wire's pretty rigid, and so if we have a point, we stab it into the bat, then we can control the bat. So we can put it in front of the camera.
I was like, oh.
Hey, I'm a new bat.
In order to convincingly portray a bat attack, a lot of planning went into each and every effect. There were several methods used. As a basis for all the other effects, plastic bats were pinned to Laura's clothes and strapped with elastic to her wrists. When the actor moves as if getting attacked, a somewhat realistic effect is created. This, combined with some clever ingenuity, produces a very realistic effect. On the set, all of this provided somewhat of a challenge.
Marker. Roll camera.
Rolling!
And action.
Oh my god! Alright, whenever you're ready, we start. Finally, to complete the illusion, the same bat rigs used on the set were taken to a studio where various maneuvers were performed in front of a green screen. Combine all of this with the live dialogue, music, and effects, and you've got yourself a top-notch bat attack. Thousands of hours of work were put into Bat Boy the musical, and paid off more than anyone could have imagined. From the very first auditions to the tearful bows of the final performance, every second was filled with effort and dedication that Freedom's drama department is famous for.
I love you guys.
The whole experience, I really can't pick one thing in particular. The blocking, the music, the dancing, it's all fun to me.
It's tiring, but it's good. It's fun.
I love everyone. I'm gonna miss all of you guys, and I'm definitely hoping this is not my last musical that we do here. And I promise I'll be back later, and I might even just continue being in school here, because who knows if I fail.
Just an amazing show. I wish the best of luck to the cast, crew, and after this show, I know there'll be many more that we will all do together.
My experience has been very enjoyable. This is my first production ever in a school or anywhere, and it has been very, very nice. It's very, it's more of a relax. It hasn't been very tensious or like a lot of tension, so it's easy, and for the first time it's been a wonderful experience. I've had fun, I've learned new stuff, I've definitely grown in the aspect of drama and theater arts, so I like it a lot, and I would definitely come back and do it again every single time we have a play or a musical, because it's amazing.
The cast is unbelievably talented. You know, this group of people, I haven't seen in my time students like this in high school be this talented, period. And to have the combination of all, it's just great, and it's going to show on the stage.
I want people to come away with it with a sense that like they've traveled with Edgar, like they took his journey from like nothing to success, and then to like his sadness and his downfall. I want people to like come away with a certain sadness that even in modern day, like people commit judgments like that all the time. They force people into acts, or like they force people to hurt themselves or to act a certain way. And I want people to like, I guess, sort of know that what they do affects other people, and like it's big. It's a big thing about like not preconceived notions and getting past them.
This has been one of the hardest working casts I've ever worked with. They are here getting mucky and gunky, learning songs, learning choreography, and they haven't whined or complained very much. I just want to appreciate all their hard work. And thank you. That's my thing to them.
Bat Boy has been a phenomenal experience for all that have been involved in it. Nowhere has there been a more dedicated cast, crew, or viewing public. Nothing can describe the passion that has been lodged in this show. From the very first rehearsal to the last, in the hearts of everyone involved in it, it has been their beast inside.